So are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We're giving the show. But can you rock it like...
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Orlando Sentinels. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Round 80! Alert, alert, alert!
Let him know.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59. Protein spill. 49, check 49.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Houston.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Out. Say. Watch the twist. Alert.
Throwing now is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike, 50. 55. Hey, hold on. Hey, pick your game up.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and the catch made by Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Marty 19. Right there in the middle. 55. I know he ain't got it. Check.
They'll run it with Johnson. Gets around him, and he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. To the air, Allen. Screenplay, Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To the shotgun snap to Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And his kick is good. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Let's go. 8 read. 6-6. Pull it high. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey. Snap.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Lindsay running right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Yes. Let's go.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Shift. Watch the eye.
And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check your hot read. Alert flare.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
60 outlaw. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Everyone's got 4 down. Check. Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Pick the edge. Come. Half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Check 24. Alert. Watch the 52. Check 15.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
He's checking. Crash.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 32 on the play.
Mike 29. Rip right. Middle. Slow.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. From 3 yards out. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Even. 4 down. Even. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys have once again taken the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
I got you.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Switch. Check 31. Check the backer.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, go.
Here's Allen. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Allen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
High 7. 29 is the Mike 29. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Look at me. Zip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Go. Check. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip. Big ass. Watch out.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Oilers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Watch the pass.
You draw quarter. Look, squeeze.
Back.
Go. Topper. Go.
Check 26, check 26.
Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
19-yard line.
Let's go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now.
I got it. That's me.
Get it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
That's where you belong.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Seibert's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Go.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
No. Off. Check.
On first down, Lindsey. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this will be scooped up by the defense.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Kill, kill, kill. Time. Kill, kill, kill. Time.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Out, 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 out. Set it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
You're out.
Slam. 36.
Hey, lock it.
Alert 3. Switch. Check.
Hey, Jack.
2nd and 13. And that's going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
We got 4. Tighten up.
Leo.
Bang. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go to Johnson again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Chance.
Regular. Half.
Allen going to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Oilers.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Get ready. Shit. Watch the eye. 25. Check 25.
52.
Switch.
On first down, Allen flushed out right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Flare. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 29 is the mic.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Mike 29. Here we go, dude. It's just me and you. Hatchet. Joker.
Hey, tight. Go.
On third and long, it's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Hey, Sam off.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 46.
2nd and 6. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Allen going to try and throw on third down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
56, 56. Hey, orbit.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I got one. Kill. Hey, alert 3.
Go.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 42. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll go again with Lindsey. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Hey. 4 down. Showing it. Check 24. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch the safety creep.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
49 to Mike. Hey, keep it up. Mike.
Go. Lead grip.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 50, check 50. 56, 56.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They're not ready. Hey, Haywood. Alert.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
Here's Allen to throw it. He gets this one to Johnson. Again, he finds an opening. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. Johnson's got it complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Jim. Watch the motion, watch the motion.
Half 85, half 85.
Now Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So